Hey guys, want to do a review on the PSA Palmetto State Armory P-Tac lower parts kit. I picked this up as part of their, I think it was 20 days of Christmas sale for $29.99 plus shipping. That is one hell of a deal for a lower parts kit. And as you can see, we are not complete here, and there's a reason for that. I stopped in the build process because I wanted to show you this before I complete it, because I can't, under New York law, I can't have this pistol grip here. So I want to do a quick review, and then I'm going to take that off and make this sucker New York legal, because I guess I'm an idiot. No other way to say it. But yeah, so let's not get into the politics of that. Let's talk about the kit itself. For 29 bucks, I didn't have very high expectations, and we did have one problem, which I'm going to email Palmetto State Armory about and see if they're willing to fix it, which I hope they are. But everything has gone together actually quite well so far. The mag release, safety, everything's been good. My problem I had was with the bolt release. It turns out they gave me the two of the springs for the buffer detent, and they didn't give me a spring for the bolt release. So I'm missing a screw. I'm missing a spring. So I wasn't able to put it in. I don't have any extras laying around the house. So I'm going to email them, see if they'll send me another. If not, I'll just go to a local gun shop and see if I can pick one up. I know it's only a $2 thing, so even with that extra $2 spent, it's really no big deal, because this was a $29 parts kit. Everything's gone in good. I haven't had to do any fitting. Everything's gone well. Excellent build. It comes with these Black Hawk pistol grips, which have this really nice material on them. It's a shame I got to take it off, because I really do like the material. It's got the little compartment there for storing goodies in. I guess if you're in Colorado, you can store your weed in there, but I don't live in a free state, so I won't be storing anything anywhere. I'm sorry guys, you know, like with everything going on in the news, it's on my mind, and you know, whenever I build a gun like this, it's really an absolute shame that I have to, you know, butcher them like this. But with the lawsuits pending, you know, they really have asked us to abide with it for the time being while these lawsuits go, and the next lawsuit, actually, the trial for the next lawsuit's actually in 2 weeks, so I definitely want to wait and see what happens before I decide to go renegade and break any laws. Actually, the biggest surprise about this kit was the trigger. If you read online, most people say that the trigger that comes with this kit is terrible. And actually, my experience is the exact opposite. This is one of the better triggers I've run into. And maybe that's just perhaps sheer luck, you know. I guess you all have to have a winner sometimes, but this trigger is really good. And with a little bit of work, I think a little bit of polishing on this thing, this could be a really dynamite trigger. It's heavy, but it's very crisp. A lot of the AR triggers have a lot of gritty creepiness to them, and they just a wreck. This one here breaks like glass. It's real stiff, but it breaks like glass. It reminds me of the old trigger on my Savage Access rifle. It was real heavy, like 7 pounds, but it broke real good, and I really kind of like it. And I'll show you right here. We got this thing set up. I'm going to put my hand on the hammer so I don't break anything, but you can see there's just a tiniest little bit of movement, which that's it. It's a tiniest little bit of movement, and then it breaks like glass after that. It's probably 6, maybe 6.5 pounds. It's a heavy trigger, don't get me wrong, but the amount of movement in that is absolutely minimal. You know, I really like that. A lot of these triggers have a lot of creep, and instead of breaking, they creep backwards until they break, and they're so gritty. This one here just has that little bit of take up, just that little, I mean, geez, you can barely even see it. And then it breaks really good. Nice clean break. So definitely love, love, love that trigger. And I'm going to probably take a little bit, maybe some like 1000 grit sandpaper to the contact surfaces and smooth it out a little bit, see if I can lighten it just a hair. And if not, I might go with some of those reduced power springs to see if that maybe helps out a little bit. Because for 29 bucks, I don't mind putting a little bit of extra money to make it a really good trigger. So overall, great buy for $29. Palmetto State Armory. I've used their lower parts kits before, and the guy I've been helping out at his shop, he's been using a lot of Palmetto State Armory parts, and we've really just had nothing but great stuff to say about their parts, and I've never had an issue up until now with this one missing little spring, but we'll see if we can get that fixed. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to butcher this thing up. Yes, I know. Please just don't even comment about it, guys. I'm so worked up about it. I don't need any more arguments. But cool product, and I think they're going to honor the sale into January. So if they do have it in stock, you might want to grab some while you can.